4 tips to consider when buying the best laptops for online college classes. If you are an online college student, you may have a bit of disposable income. Therefore, you can't get a high-end laptop. So, what you need to do is buy a laptop based on your budget and still meet your needs. In this article, we will give you a few tips that you can use to buy the best laptop for your online college classes. Read on to know more. 1. Good processor. Just like a desktop computer, the processor or CPU is the brain of a laptop. If you are getting started, you can check out an Intel Core i7 CPU. However, if you can spend a bit more, you can get something better. Back quote. For instance, if your budget is over $750, you can get an i5 5th generation. For a limited budget, an i7 can work great. 2. SSD storage. If you are familiar with SSDs, you already know how fast they are, especially when compared to HDDs. Also, they offer a higher level of reliability. Primarily, SSD is the latest technology. These devices consume less energy and don't heat up fast. So, if you want to keep your computer cool, you may want to buy a laptop that comes with an SSD. They may cost a bit more but are worth the extra price. 3. RAM. For the best efficiency, you must have a combo of plenty of RAM and SSD storage along with a fast processor. Ideally, your device should have a minimum of 8 GB of memory. This is important if you want to keep your machine working fast. In other words, 8 GB of RAM is sufficient, 16 GB is great and 32 GB is more than enough. Although you will barely use 32 GB of RAM, you will be on the safe side if you install 32 GB of RAM. If you are a computer science student, photographer or architect, you must have at least 16 GB of RAM. It's important to keep in mind that most of today's laptops have multiple slots for RAM. Therefore, you can upgrade your RAM as soon as you need more memory. It all boils down to your needs. So, if you can't upgrade now, there is nothing to worry about. You can do it later when you have more money. 4. Battery life. You don't have to be physically there in the classroom if you want to attend online classes. Therefore, you don't need a laptop with longer battery life. Since the battery life won't be a major consideration, you can get a machine that comes with average battery life. What you need to do is get a laptop that can give you at least 3 hours of backup time. 3 hours will be more than enough if you want to attend online classes or watch recorded lectures sitting in the park. In short, these are some tips that you may want to consider when buying a laptop for your online classes. Just make sure you consider all these features when looking for the best laptop to meet your needs. If you are looking for a laptop for your online college classes, we suggest that you check out TechnicC for more information. Click here to know more. https://technicc.com/best-laptops-for-online-college-classes